In this video, I will be sharing with you 8 African countries with the most beautiful women. African countries have more beautiful women compared to women in the Western world. African women are beautiful, charming, gorgeous, tall, dark, and classic. They are also referred to as fashion icon and stylist. African women are a perfect embodiment of tall, dark, brown skin, curvy, and beautiful. So in this video, I present to you 8 African countries with the most beautiful women. Number 1. Kenya.
Kenyan women are very beautiful and have a good sense of fashion. They are somehow dark but very beautiful and have attractive skin with beautiful features. Women in Kenya are very beautiful and curvy. The history of the evolution of the trait of women in Kenya can be divided into women within Swahili culture, women in British Kenya, and Kenyan women post-independence. The condition and status of female population in Kenya has faced many changes over the past century. The British colonized Kenya from 1888 to 1963. The British imperialism had a large impact on Kenyan culture and still does today. Before British colonization, women in Kenya played important roles in the community, from raising children and maintaining the family to working on farms and in marketplaces. Women in Kenya still face many problems such as child marriage and arranged marriage, female genital mutilation, the AIDS epidemic, as well as lack of education. In the midst of all this, Kenya is prized as the country with the most beautiful women in Africa. Kenyan women are very beautiful, classic, curvy, and gorgeous. Kenyan women are very beautiful.
Number 2. Nigeria.
Nigerian women are very beautiful, curvy, stunning, charming, gorgeous, and classic. When it comes to good looks, Nigerian women are famous for being tall, dark, romantically appealing, and very beautiful. Nigerian women are very beautiful and always every man's crush. Women's social role in Nigeria differs according to religious and geographical factors. Women's role is primarily understood as mothers, sisters, daughters, and wives. Additionally, women's role are in accordance with ethnic differences and religious background, with women in northern Nigeria being more likely to be secluded in the home than women in the southern Nigeria, who participate more in public life. Women in the southern part of Nigeria have received Western-style education since the 19th century, so they occupy position in the profession and to some extent in politics, something not seriously considered in Nigerian development plans. Such households were more numerous in the south but were on the rise everywhere. Nigerian women are very beautiful and are always seen in Nollywood, the home video of the Nigerian movie industry, displaying the beauty and extraordinary gift from God. Nigerian women are not known for beauty alone, but also known for bravery, smartness, fashion, and creativity. However, child marriage is common in Nigeria, with 43% of girls being married before their 18th birthday and 17% before they turn 15. The prevalence, however, varies greatly by region. Nigerian women are very strong and very brave. Nigerian women are very beautiful.
Number 3. Ethiopia.
Women in Ethiopia are very beautiful, charming, and gorgeous. Someone who has never seen the beauty of Ethiopian women before may be amazed at their extraordinary feature at first sight. Ethiopian women are exceptionally beautiful and have come of age, with many becoming a household name in foreign lands. They are considered beautiful because of their physical features. They have chocolate skin, soft cute hair, and stunning fashion features. The main reason Ethiopian women appeared on this list of African beauty is the fact that unlike other African women, an Ethiopian woman are courageous and brave. Ethiopian women always tend to get what they want. They are physically magnificent. They are true women to behold. Historically, elite women in Ethiopia have been visible as administrators and warriors, as in other traditional societies. In Ethiopia, a woman's worth is measured in terms of her role both as a mother and a wife. Ethiopian women are very beautiful.
Number 4. South Africa.
South African women are very beautiful, charming and stunning. In general, all racial and ethnic groups in South Africa have long-standing beliefs concerning gender roles, and most are based on the premise that women in South Africa are less important or less deserving of power than men. Some African traditional social organizations are male-centered and male-dominated. South African women are very beautiful and romantically appealing. They have charming personality and very humble to their spouses. Modern Christianity was introduced into South Africa by the ancestor of the Afrikaner diaspora. 20th century economic and political development presented South African women with both new obstacles and new opportunity to wield influence. For example, labor force requirements in cities and mining areas have often drawn men away from their homes for months at a time, and as a result, women have borne many traditional male responsibilities in the village and home. Women have had to guarantee the day-to-day survival of their families and to carry out financial and legal transactions that otherwise would have been reserved for men. Apartheid imposed new restrictions on African women beginning in the 1950s. Many lived in squalor in the former homelands, where malnutrition, illness, and infant mortality were much higher than in urban areas. South African women are very beautiful and also known for their bravery and courage during apartheid in South Africa. South African women are very beautiful.
Number 5. Ghana.
Ghana women are very beautiful and romantically appealing. This is a point noted by almost anyone who has visited Ghana. Ghana women are very beautiful, gorgeous and stunning. The status of women in Ghana and their roles in Ghanaian society has changed over the past few decades. There has been a slow increase in the political participation of Ghanaian women throughout history. Women are given equal rights under the Constitution of Ghana, yet disparities in education, employment and health for women remain prevalent. Additionally, women have much less access to resources than men in Ghana. Ghanaian women in rural and urban areas face slightly different challenges. Efforts to bring about gender equality continue to grow in Ghana. The government of Ghana has signed on to numerous international goals and conventions to enhance women's rights in Ghana. Ghana women are very beautiful and stunning. That is why many people love to watch Ghanaian movies. Women in pre-modern Ghanaian society were seen as bearers of children, farmers and retailers of products. Within the traditional sphere, the childbearing ability of women was explained as the means by which lineage ancestors were allowed to be reborn. Barrenness was therefore considered the greatest misfortune. Rates of female-headed households are on the rise in Ghana. The number of female-headed households who are either widowed or divorced has also risen over time. Contrary to worldwide findings that female poverty is correlated with higher rate of female-headed households, findings from the Ghana Living Standard Survey indicate that female-headed households may not actually experience higher poverty than male-headed households. In the midst of all this, Ghanaian women are still regarded as beautiful and classic. Ghanaian women are very beautiful.
Number 6. Egypt.
Egypt is regarded as the country in Africa with the most beautiful women. Egyptian women are very beautiful, charming, gorgeous, brave, good-looking, classic, and have a good sense of fashion. Women in ancient Egypt had some special rights which other women did not have in other comparable societies. They could own properties and were legally at court equal to men. However, ancient Egypt was a society dominated by men. The role of women in Egypt has changed throughout history from ancient to modern times. Barrenness is considered a severe misfortune for Egyptian women, as well as inability to produce male offspring. Women who had only born female children were given derogatory names such as mother of brides. A family with well-grown son was considered to have decent security. An Egyptian woman was thought to be at the peak of her power when her son had married, because she automatically acquired the control over the newly growing family of her son. Women have traditionally been preoccupied with household tasks and child rearing and have rarely had opportunity for contact with men outside the family. Egyptian women are very beautiful.
Number 7. Zimbabwe.
Women in Zimbabwe are very beautiful, stunning and curvy. Similarly to the majority of countries around the world, the traditional gender roles of women in Zimbabwe are often considered subordinate to those of men. However, women in Zimbabwe have substantial economic, traditional and social responsibilities. Zimbabwe women come from a range of economic and educational backgrounds. Despite economic and social change throughout the country, domestic violence and sexual assault remain a prevalent issue in Zimbabwe. This issue plagues women all around the world and do not discriminate on the basis of race or class. However, poverty is correlated with an increase of domestic violence. Government reports suggest rising level of domestic violence towards women that are directly attributed to poverty. Polygamy and polygamous marriage is practiced in Zimbabwe, which permits a man to marry more than one woman. In Zimbabwe, a man sometimes grants male status to a senior wife, allowing her to behave as an equal toward men and as superior towards other wives. In the 20th century, polygamous marriage represented social bonds that were not legally recognized as marriage, leaving women with legal rights to inheritance or maintenance in the event of divorce or widowhood. Zimbabwe women are not only known for their beauty, but also for their bravery. Zimbabwe women are very beautiful.
Number 8. Tanzania.
Tanzania women are very beautiful and gorgeous. They tend to give men sleepless nights with their beautiful smile and their red lips. One of the things that are most noticeable about Tanzania women is the fact that they are well-mannered. Tanzania women are very caring and tend to shower love and affection to their spouses. Tanzania women are very beautiful and curvy. Women and men in Tanzania have equality for the law. The government signed the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women in 1985. Schoolgirls are reinstated back to school after delivery. Most of the abuses and violence against women and children occurs at the family level. The Constitution of Tanzania requires that women to constitute at least 30% of all elected members of National Assembly. The gender difference in education and training have implications later in life of these women and girls. Tanzania women and girls remain among the most marginalized and underutilized citizens in sub-Saharan Africa. Enabling gender equality and empowering women are critical to advancing progress and growth in Tanzania. Aside from beauty, Tanzania women are very strong and very brave. Tanzania women are very beautiful.